name is Charles Brown, and my company is MKS Supply. What MKS Supply is basically a marketing and distribution company. I've been in the firearms business for over 25 years. I recently had an opportunity to take a tour of the Chiappa factory in Italy, and what a great experience. It's 102,000 square feet, super clean. A lot of the factories that manufacturing facilities that I've been in the past, they're kind of a machine shop and integrated with a building area, and they're kind of dirty, and there's a lot of oil laying on the ground, and the Chiappa was definitely a breath of fresh air. They'd been in this building for over 8 years, and it was pin clean. You can really tell that they take extremely good care of their equipment. Everything was in great repair. It was clean. It was painted freshly. What a great experience. Chiappa is an interesting company because, unlike many Italian companies who claim to have the old world art, that's kind of the old Italian. Chiappa, in my opinion, is the new Italian. They've taken the old world craftsmanship and integrate it with today's technology, and they're producing a far superior product. What they do is they take their craftsmanship and apply it to the new CNC machines, the verifiers that they have, so each part comes out exactly perfect. The old world technology, they may have made a great gun. However, if you ever needed to replace a part or have any kind of service done to that, all the parts were basically hand fitted to the gun. And even though it may be a great gun, you couldn't repair it. It was always a tough challenge to do. So Chiappa has overcome that challenge by making their own parts, making their own barrels, making their own frames. Everything is vertically integrated, made right there at the Chiappa factory. So Reno has complete control over every part that he produces to go in every gun he makes. It really is a joy to be associated with a company that cares that much about their products. During my visit to Chiappa in Italy, he had about 6 of the CNC machines running at the same time, and they seemed to be all doing different operations. And I asked Reno about this, and he said that when they feed the program into the computer, their main computer, to build a firearm, the computer actually picks the most efficient CNC machine to make each part. And furthermore, they have a quality control like no other I've ever seen. They take a certain amount of the parts out to check every day. They put them in a jig, and then they have a verifier that starts out at the top is about 3 foot in diameter, and it narrows all the way down to a pinhead size. This verifier, what it does is it checks each part, and it verifies that there's minimal variances in each part. They get it right down to the 0 variances. It's just amazing how each part will interchange in every gun. We had the opportunity to sit down and talk with Reno and brainstorm for a while, and we were talking about the possibility of making an AR-22 pistol. And within a few hours, he took one of his M4 carbines and had it chopped down to almost what we have now in the M4 pistol. So the prototyping, even though a lot of the prototyping is done in Italy, he's able to get that information and support the Ohio location to be able to build the product here in the United States. After carrying the Chiappa line for a couple years, MKS, my company, I try to really bring a good product to the distributors and a good product to the consumers, because I'm a consumer, and I don't want to feel like I'm not getting the best deal that I can find. So after a couple years of handling the 1911, I really wanted to prove to myself and get over there and meet the people at the Chiappa factory. And we've all had issues or heard of issues with foreign manufacturers, and I can assure you, after over 50 years in business, making many different era firearms, the Chiappa product is such a superior product to anything I've ever seen come in from another country They're so far ahead of anyone else. It's almost undescribable. They bring a great product at a great price in the right market niches. They listen to the U.S. market. They have a U.S. related facility here in Dayton, Ohio. Any kind of product issues are taken care of by an American company that answered their phones in English. It's the real deal. Chiappa is a new American firearms company. I found out even though Chiappa isn't a real well-known name in the United States, they've been making firearms for over 50 years in Italy. They actually make many of the muzzle loaders that we've used to deer hunt with over the years for American importers. They make cartridge rifles like the 92, the Sharps, the Spencer, and actually I found out that everybody remembers the famous picture of Charlton Heston holding that Kentucky long rifle over his head at the NRA show. Chiappa made that gun. So I really feel in my heart that very shortly Chiappa will be a very well-known name in the United States.